Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Tiffany, chiropractor and holistic health and life coach. I'd like to briefly talk to you all today about dis-ease prevention. Now yesterday we kind of talked a little bit about what is dis-ease and what is the difference between dis-ease and disease, right? So the overall goal is to prevent dis-ease and maintain that state of holistic or optimal health. How do we do that? Well, we kind of have to tackle it from a mind, body, and spirit approach, right? Or focusing on our physical, mental, and spiritual health. So we kind of talked about the spiritual and mental aspect. What is your prayer like? How do you start your day? What are you focusing on throughout your day, right? So come up with a routine that is simple, right? And build on it. So maybe you would like to start with reading a scripture in the morning, praying, and then listening to worship music as you get ready to start your day. So that can mean when you're taking care of your morning functionals or however you may plan it. Just starting the day on a positive note. With regard to your physical health, right? So that includes our diet and our exercise. With regard to diet, I always like to encourage people to focus on the 80-20 rule. Don't start with unobtainable goals or trying to do things that you haven't been normally doing on a consistent basis, right? So if you're wanting to focus on eating more whole foods, then take some time to figure out which ones you like. Maybe start with a food journal or a food log and figure out how you can incorporate those into your day. Also, keep in mind that you do have to give yourself some balance. So the foods that you do enjoy eating, those comfort foods, right? Maybe give yourself some grace to enjoy those things on the weekend. Maybe Friday or Saturday to Sunday. When you're out with your family, you're out with your friends, so you don't feel like you are completely abandoning the foods that you enjoy. You're less likely to relapse when you do that. So focusing on the 80-20, maybe eating freshly cooked or whole foods Sunday through Thursday. Friday and Saturday can be the days that you have that 20% where you're able to enjoy the things that aren't what you would typically want to eat every day during the week, right? With regard to exercise, what does your exercise routine look like? Do you have an exercise routine in place? It can be something as small as starting to do a 5 to 10 minute exercise video every day if you're not a person that exercises, and building on that. It could be taking a 10 to 20 minute walk on your lunch break if you're not someone who gets up to do that. Wherever it is, whether you're starting small or building on it, get started, right? 20 to 30, we'll say 20 to 30 minutes of physical activity. 20 if you're not doing anything. 30 if you are doing something consistently, right? Some movement where you're increasing that heart rate is definitely going to be beneficial for your body, okay? So we have diet and exercise. We have this spiritual component, right, in our mental health. Lastly, what are you doing to improve yourself overall? What area are you focusing on? Maybe it's your career. Maybe it's professional development and you wanting to start a business. Maybe you're working on your relationships with your family. Whatever it is that you are working on in that specific area, what are you doing daily to help you obtain new knowledge and build and hone those skills so that you can show up as a better person in that area? If you're working on professional development, you're wanting to start a small business. Have you taken any small classes, right? If you're looking to obtain a promotion on your job, have you spoken with your supervisor and kind of talk through what those next steps would look like and what you need to do to get to that next level. And are you actively working on those things? If it's with your family, are you reading books or seeking therapy or counseling to kind of help you bridge the gaps with those relationships? So in terms of personal or professional development, how are you improving in those areas? I like to always tell my son, just strive to get 1% better than you were yesterday. If you're at least trying to improve that small percentage, by the end of the year, you will have improved 365%, right? So by the time December 31st comes, you should see a drastic improvement. It's a small but obtainable goal. And as long as you were better today than you were yesterday, hey, you know that you're headed in the right direction. So take some time to take inventory of these things. You may want to get a journal and start jotting things down. That's definitely a great way to start. Maybe also having an accountability partner to kind of help you as you work on this journey. But remember, if you're not growing and trying to improve, you're dying, right? And we don't want to do that. We want to kind of always be working towards that goal of optimal health and holistic health, so that we are preventing dis-ease, which leads to disease. Until next time, heal holistically and enjoy the rest of your evening.